Hey there, welcome back out to Culture Redneck Garage. Well, the last time we left you with what we had done on the Plymouth, we had done some work on our bumper here, our grill work. Well, I've been sitting on about 2 months worth of the occasional footage for the remainder of that project. So that's what we're going to take you through today, show you the journey that we had. You know, when we left you last time, after we had painted this bumper, what we had done, we painted that bumper and we said we'd come back in and fix and treat this metal, all these other little pieces that the grill work attaches to, that we would fix as well. And there was a whole lot that went into that than what I thought. So anyways, we got that done. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through what we had done, so that maybe you might learn something if you're restoring a B-body Dodge or Plymouth bumper, grill work and metal. You might learn something. So enjoy the ride. Welcome back out to Cultured Redneck Garage. Today we're going to go ahead and finish up where we had started. The last video we had done a little bit of work on our painting our grill work in here for the front bumper of the 72 Plymouth Satellite. And today we're going to finish up by cleaning up some of the metal that we had attached to the back end. You might remember that. Also, I think what we're going to do inside of here, we got a little bit of rust and that sort of thing, and needs to be addressed. So we're going to take our wire wheel brush and get in there and clean that up and convert that as need be, and get some sort of coating on top of that, and that way we can keep that from rusting out any further. We took off a lot of these pieces here in the back, and there's a lot of scale and that sort of thing that's on there, so we'll be using our descaler and then our wire wheel to clean that up too. Get that, put some rust converter on it, maybe finish up with a little bit of a polish on the bumper. That way we can look real nice when we're done. Well, sir, have a little problem. I was kind of afraid of this. Now I've squirted down each one of these bolts here, and these guys up top, and you can see that one right down there, they're going to come off nice and easy, but none of these will. Of course they won't, mainly because of these heads here. They are just so worn down that it's just not going to budge, because there's less metal on the hex head than there is that the wrench can grab. So anyways, I think what we're going to try, I have squirted these down. Something I like to use, I go get a spritzer from Walmart and I fill it up with Marvel Mystery Oil. You're going to laugh at me, but I've used it a lot. I've used Marvel Mystery Oil to free up stuck engines and to penetrate things like this that are just stuck, and it seems to work. So we're going to squirt it again, say a little prayer, walk away for a minute, and when we come back we'll try to use a different type of socket that will grab hold of it, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't rip the head off, because I've had that happen on this project multiple times too. So we shall see what happens. I have taken out the needle scaler on these parts down here, even though it probably doesn't look like it. So we need to finish up with the wire wheel to get them ready for a coat of encapsulator. And then we're running out of daylight here, so we'll bring this guy in and we'll take the little wire wheel to it and clean it up. You know, and if we can't get these things off, it's not the end of the world. I'll just brush them very finely and we shall go from there. Well, we've been doing a little bit of wire brushing and wire wheeling on the structural pieces, and man, they were rough. But yeah, we got a rust encapsulator on there, and we're going to let that dry. We've been doing some brushing here. It doesn't look like it, but we sure have. We're going to hit the wire wheel with a couple places that we can we can grab, and then we will give it a little coat. And cats are not going to help because they're lazy. But anyways, still working on these bolts. We'll see what we can get done. Looks like our prayers worked. We were able to get these guys off, and let me just tell you, those little bolts right there, or the heads on those bolts, were pretty much shot. If it hadn't been for our friends at Harbor Freight with this little guy, we would have never got this off. So anyways, we got one more to go, and it looks to me like got a bent little tab here. So we'll try to use our metalworking knowledge and try to get that bent over. I really don't want to hit that with a hammer, but we may have to do that. So anyways, after that we will get to putting on the rust encapsulator. Maybe need to touch up a few little spots. Definitely get some of that nasty old penetrating oil off of there. We'll get this cleaned up and then get on to polishing the bumper. Alright, let's see if this works. Nope, it's wanting to twist the bumper. Need to put some leverage right in here. Close. Very close. That actually went a lot better than I expected it to, so I am pleased. Alright, let's get to cleaning this up. Well, we finally got all of our innards here of our bumper wire wheeled and wire brushed, and then went ahead with our encapsulator and coated that so that we can keep what little bit of corrosion was left there. Keep that from spreading on the bumper. I really didn't want to do it at first, but you know, I've seen a lot of guys do that with some success, and so I thought I would try it. So after we got done with that, we still got to kind of polish this a little bit, but I went back with a little product here. I'll do a little plug. Now, I used to use this stuff in high school. It's this Eagle One Never Dull, and it was really the only thing they had on the shelf that day, so I said, okay, well, I'll go back to that. But we tried to clean up as much as we could around some of these inner parts that, you know, where our grill work would go into, and it's looking pretty good so far. We kind of need a few little things we need to polish out, a little bit of residual oils and everything, but good product. So I think we're finally at a point where we can take all of this stuff that we treated with our encapsulator and painted. I think we're finally at a point where we can finally stick it on this thing and call this bumper done. We got some hardware for it, which took forever to find. You'd think you could find hardware for bumpers, you know, in just about any place, but that's not the case anymore. So anyways, we got that done, and we're gonna go ahead finally put this thing to rest. That way it can go on the car. And voila, we have her done. We put a little bit of anti-seize on most of our little screws here. We had to replace quite a few of them. One thing we had to do, because we broke off several of these, which I don't think you can really see it, I had to put some new carriage bolts in there, but you know what, it was probably about time to do that anyways. So there we go. I'm going to leave them slightly loose, you know, not torque them down too high, because we may have to do some adjustment in here between the channels when we fit her back to the car. But yeah, that ought to do it. Well, there you have it. Well, I think now that that's done, that feels good, and we're going to keep on chipping away at the old Plymouth here. We're still very behind on it, but we have done a little bit here and there. I had discovered, of course I can't get to it right now because there's so much junk over there and I got the garage door shut, but nevertheless, I had discovered that at one point I had ordered me a new battery box. So we took the old rotted battery box off and you know, fixed what was underneath that and put the new battery box on. So that is nice and new and no battery acid leaching through the metal there. So that's at least one thing. But we have got a lot more sheet metal to chip away at, and I'm feeling motivated to do it, and I haven't had to travel just here recently, so that I may actually have the time to get out here and do it, hopefully. So anyways, that's where we're at on this project. We're just going to keep chipping away. It will get done one of these days, because we're not going to give up on it. We're keeping going. It's a passion of a project of passion and love from when I was young, so we're going to keep going. So keep watching us. Click subscribe if you're interested in what we're doing here. We have more things. Like I said, we just put out a video about riding in the dune buggy. There's going to be another one of those trips when we get on the sandbar, rolling away, and we'll put those paddle tires on and have a fun time. And so anyways, keep up. We got plenty more to come. We'll see you.